Welcome back to the Casey Bully channel. Alright, so today's video, my first controversial video. Yay! Alright, so there is a YouTuber. I've already mentioned her in one of my previous videos. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was the video in which I labeled Greg Doucette. Which, by the way, Greg Doucette actually commented on my video, which is, oh my god. So awesome. It is so you have no idea that made my entire week. That made my entire that made my entire month. Greg Doucette actually. I don't know how he could have discovered my video. I mean, yes, I put his name in the title because I talked about him in the video and some of the videos that he had been working on lately. But I don't know how he would have seen that. That video has like he commented on that video and it only had like 3 views. How did he even find it? I mean, that's awesome. Hello, Greg. If you happen to be watching my channel, welcome. That's awesome. But yeah, no, I'm telling you guys that made my entire month. That's so cool. Anyways, though, the video I want to talk about today is Amberlynn Reid. So my opinion on her is a little bit different than a lot of what I've seen online. And that might be because there's just certain things about her and her life that I don't know, because I certainly don't know. I certainly have not watched, I probably have only watched a small fraction of all of her videos, a very small fraction. So there's without question things that I don't know about her. And if she truly has done like horrendous things, truly unforgivable things, then, you know, I apologize for going easy on her essentially and just not understanding. But so I discovered her channel maybe a year ago, I want to say, not that long ago. And I don't even remember how I came across her channel. I don't know if YouTube maybe just recommended it to me or I can't remember. Yeah, I'm not sure how I discovered her. But at some point, I discovered her. And then there's no other channel like her on YouTube, in my opinion. Nothing even close. Not about, and it's not even about her content. It's that I've never seen any other YouTuber get the amount of hate that she gets. I mean, you can go to any of her videos. It doesn't even matter what the video is. You can go to her channel, just pick out any of the, I don't even know how many videos she has. I don't know if she's in the hundreds or if she's in the thousands. She probably is over 1,000 videos, because I know she's been doing this for the last at least 8 years. And just go to any video, scroll down to the comments. It's all the same thing. It's all people just saying anything negative about her that they can. Anything. Whether it's about her weight, whether it's about her lack of dedication to losing the weight, whether it's about apparently she tossed her dog once, or the various things she said. People are always bringing up one of her previous relationships. It is brutal. And amazingly, she never turns the comments off. Now, or never disables her comments, which is what a lot of YouTubers would have done way long ago. Now, there's a couple theories, there's so many different things as towards what may be going on with her channel. A lot of people, so basically, like, if you, I'm just going to assume whoever watches this, I'm going to assume you, for the most part, know who Amberlynn Reid is, or at least her channel. I mean, obviously, we don't know her in person, but, you know, I'm going to assume you've heard of the channel yourself, because I don't want to have to go through and describe it all in, you know, excruciating detail. But the basic outline is she's been on a weight loss journey on YouTube for the last like 8 or 9 years now. And she started around like 300 something pounds, like maybe it was like 350. And nowadays, I think I saw recently she weighed in at 545. So obviously it hasn't gone very well for her. But she does make a good amount of money on YouTube. And that's part of the issue. A lot of people theorize that once she started actually making a lot of money on YouTube, that it was that she hasn't actually tried to lose weight in years. Now, we can't know for sure whether or not which one is more important to her, the money she makes off of her channel or actually being able to finally lose the weight. But I do personally think that this is a little bit misjudged because at least look, all I can use is my own personal opinion, just like you guys are using. Well, I say you guys, I'm not actually speaking to, I don't have her audience, but if you guys do happen, for the people who do theorize that she hasn't even been trying to lose weight in years, it's just purely about the money, that could be true. It's possible. I actually rather doubt it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm assuming she is stressed out about the idea that, well, if she does actually manage to lose the weight someday, does that mean that less people will watch and she won't get the views anymore, or at least nearly as many views? I'm sure that thought does stress her out. But look, the heaviest I've ever been in my life, and I'm actually dangerously close to it as we speak. I'm on my own health journey, and I'm doing my own things to lose weight right now. And I'm not going to talk about me this video because I could easily do that, but I want to talk about Amberlynn Reid and her channel this video. So, as someone who, the highest I've ever been in my life is 250 pounds, right? So, even just at 250, the amount that has, I certainly wouldn't say disabled me, but the amount that has handicapped me, and not actual I'm just trying to basically say the amount that it does make life more difficult, you know? Like, the fact of the matter is, I can go out and walk 10 miles. You know, I can do that. But compared to when I was down at 190, and then compared that to when I was down at 180, and I haven't been at 170 and I don't even know how long. I was probably a teenager the last time I weighed in around 170. But compared to even just weighing in around 250 versus 190, it's night and day. Walking 10 miles at 250 pounds, it feels like an entire day's worth of work. You get back and your legs are so sore. It feels great, but it's so much more of a struggle as opposed to when I was at 190 and 10 miles was nothing. 10 miles, that's it, nothing. You know, I also, back when last time I was at 190, I was actually even getting into running and I was really enjoying that. But anyways, yeah, but these aren't even close to being options for Amberlynn Reid. Not even close. Like, like I said, I haven't seen all of her videos, so I'm not sure exactly what exercises she's currently doing or not doing or whatever, I don't know. But from my understanding, like, walking for 10 minutes for her is like the most challenging thing. Can you imagine not being able to comfortably walk for a full 10 minutes? I'm telling you, they could be right. Her audience that accuses her of prioritizing the money over actually losing the weight, they could be right. It's possible. I don't believe it. If you've even been close to 300 pounds, you would disbelieve it too. It's not worth it. Not only is it not worth it, you just feel awful. It just feels horrible. You feel the weight, you know? And every 10 pounds makes a difference in our lives. It truly does. I think most people would agree with that statement. Every 10 pounds, whether you gain it or lose it, makes a significant difference in your physical capabilities and what's comfortable versus what becomes uncomfortable, you know? And then, you know, not to mention, I mean, that's just talking about her physical capabilities. But what about, you know, even how she perceives herself? You think she likes looking at herself on camera? I'm not trying to insult her. I'm just saying, like, even looking at myself on camera right now, looking at how, you know, chubby my cheeks are, no, I hate it. It's awful, you know? And you don't really get used to it either, you know? You just don't. It's, you know, it's horrible. So again, I think she gets a little bit too much hate for that. Yes, she makes a lot of money on her channel. I don't think that's an indicator or indication that she hasn't even been trying. I think she does want to lose the weight. Like if she had, like if some all-powerful deity were to come down to this, planet, go straight to her and be like, all right, Amberlynn, if you want, I'll make you 170 tomorrow. You wake up at 170 pounds, no consequences. You don't think she'd take that? Of course she would. Of course she would. It's possible she wouldn't. Like I said, I could be wrong. I'm just going off an assumption too. There's no way she wouldn't, though. There's no way she wouldn't. I'd take it right now too. If the same great deity were to come down to me, 170 pounds, I'd be like, sign me up, baby. I'll take that right now. Anyways, so there's that. Yeah, her audiences, I've never seen anything like it. And there's also another factor to it too. And that's that all of the other channels that talk about her, I understand I'm talking about her right now, and even like, but there, there's a difference between making like one video on her, even two videos, a couple of videos just going over her channel. There's also a difference between, some of these large YouTubers like Greg Doucette or Abby Sharp, two of the people that I mentioned before, and also Obese to Beast. There's many of these, and probably I don't know if Alan Roberts has ever done a video on her, but for any of these type of actual health and fitness experts, that's different as well. They have legitimate advice they can offer. Like myself personally, I can't really, like I said in my previous video where I first mentioned her, even though like I would like to offer her some advice, but I know I can't really, like that would be so dumb. Like if I haven't conquered my own weight, then who am I to be like, Amberlynn Reid, you should just eat one meal a day and eat nothing but chicken and broccoli. That would fix, like, no, like that's so silly. I can't offer advice, I shouldn't be offering anyone advice. It doesn't matter the fact, even if she is larger than me, it doesn't matter. I don't have the education for it. I'm doing my own thing, and I hope it works for me. But just because I have my own concept of how I'm going to get through my weight problem, it doesn't mean I could really offer her advice. So, yeah, anyways, like I was saying, like, yeah, so but there's these other channels that have kind of made an entire career off of just talking about her. Some of these channels include Willow Davis. Now, I think he did it, out of all of them, at least that I've seen personally, I think he did it in the most respectable way, because he didn't even like talking about her content in terms of like her, like any sort of weight gain, weigh-ins, her food content. He just liked doing videos on, everything else about her content, in terms of like probably my favorite Willow Davis video, easily. Actually, not that I've seen a lot of them, but out of the Willow Davis videos I have watched, easily my personal favorite is he does, I don't even know whether it's like the first video he did on Amberlynn Reid's chili, but oh my god, it's so funny. Even his editing is so great for that. It's great. It's funny. Just for a slight amount of context, Amberlynn Reid has her own like signature chili she makes, and I recommend watching Willow Davis's video on it. It's very, very funny. The largest one, of course, is actually Zachary Michael. Zachary Michael is a YouTuber that when I very first discovered him, and of course I discovered him because I was watching Amberlynn Reid, I immediately disliked Zach. Just right off the bat, because again, all I saw was a YouTuber. I actually apologize. I think I might have just used a pronoun he. He's actually, or no, Zach did say Zach did say that they are, I'm going to refer to him as they. He did a video recently actually coming out as non-binary, and I believe Zach did say that they were comfortable with he, him, but just out of respect, I would like to use they. So I apologize for using he. Anyways, so when I first discovered Zachary Michael, I immediately disliked them just because all I saw was a YouTuber making video after video after video, pretending to be angry and frustrated with Amberlynn Reid, but really they was just obviously capitalizing off of it. But the more I watched of Zach, I realized actually I like their content. And because one of the things that Zach has done very well is they have they have really done a great job at branching out and trying completely different types of reactionary content. You know, because reactionary content is really funny. I enjoy it. Um, it's a good bit of what I watch here on YouTube. I watch a lot of things on YouTube, but reactionary content does obviously have a place, and I think it does deserve a place. It is funny. I just think there's also a difference between doing a video on the same exact person over and over and over and over and over, endlessly, just constantly criticizing them. And so, my views on Zachary Michael have vastly improved. Um, I like them a lot better than when I first discovered them. Then that's actually there was another person, something Gold, but I never watched her videos. I heard that they were much more mean spirited, and I really didn't want to watch more. I didn't want to watch even more mean spirited content on Amberlynn Reid because, again, I just don't really think it's fair. Like, you can make criticism. I'm not saying that no one should be allowed to make criticism on YouTube. Obviously, that we have a lot of fun doing that here on YouTube. But again, I just find it a little bit kind of. I don't really respect a YouTuber that makes their entire career off of criticizing one other YouTuber and all the mistakes that they make. Especially when the mistake is they're overweight, they're trying to not be overweight. And actually, that kind of brings me into another point I have about Amberlynn Reid's audience just in general. I find them disingenuous. I really do. The thing I find the most disingenuous about them is they pretend like it somehow affects their lives. The fact that Amberlynn Reid has not been able to lose weight and has in fact gained a significant amount of weight over the years. I'm not white knighting for Amberlynn Reid. I'm not. But I don't agree with the sheer amount of hate she gets in her videos. I don't, because I think it's disingenuous. Here's what I think is happening with her content. Here's what I genuinely think is happening, what her audience is going through themselves. I think it's just fun for them. I know that's kind of a cynical way to put it. I know that's a cynical thought to have, to just assume that they just enjoy watching her suffer. But honestly, I think it's kind of an outlet for them. I think they're just normal people like the rest of us. You know, they go to their job, they work, they do 12-hour shifts just like the rest of us are used to doing. Come back home, and then it's nice to vent, and then so look up whatever Amberlynn Reid's content is. Oh, look, she's up another 10 pounds. Amberlynn Reid, we told you, and then it just goes into that. But honestly, yeah, I just think it's people who enjoy her content for the entertainment purposes. And I'm not so cynical that I don't think they would be angry or disappointed with her if she did actually lose the weight. I'm not saying that. But I do think to a point they do enjoy it. Why? Because why else would they stick around if they didn't? Me personally, like, I still check on her channel every once in a while just because I am interested. And I mean, but to imagine, like, how could it possibly offend me because she's up another 10 pounds? That's not offensive to me. Why would I care? If anything, I'd care just because she seems, like a somewhat pleasant person. So I don't want her to gain weight. I want her to be able to accomplish her goal, just as I want to be able to accomplish the same goal myself in losing weight. But I don't see why I would get so invested that I would be, having not even met her in real life, that I'd be furious with her. And every video I just have to comment, you see, we told you, Amberlynn, we told you. Like, what's the point? So, in my opinion, again, and I do admit it's a cynical opinion, but honestly, her audience, I think they enjoy it. And there are a couple other YouTubers that I think share her same audience, and I think they watch them for the same reason. I'm going to drop another name here, and this one I do admit I think is more controversial, and that is, I don't know what her channel name is currently going by. I should probably look up before I say it, but you all know what I'm talking about. Foodie Beauty, Chantal Murray. I've watched significantly less of her content as Amberlynn Reid, as I just don't like it as much as Amberlynn's. I find Amberlynn's content more I just like it more. Not that they're the exact same type of content, but much like, again, much like myself, I'm going on my own health journey. Amberlynn Reid's been on a health journey, and Chantal Marie has also been on a health journey for I don't know how many years, and she's definitely more controversial. She has said a lot of things, at least that I'm aware of, that I disagree with and I don't really like. Um, so maybe the hate she gets in her videos is a little bit more warranted. Um, but again, like they definitely share an audience. It's definitely the same audience. And again, with my cynical opinion, I genuinely, truly believe that whenever Chantal either messes up or does or says something stupid, honestly, I think they enjoy it. I think it is part of the entertainment. I don't think they really care. Honestly, you know? So yeah, those are the majority of my thoughts on the whole Amberlynn Reid channel situation that's been going for years. I root for her. I really do. And I'm not, I don't see why any of us should take personal offense to her not accomplishing her goals. If she doesn't accomplish her goals, guess who that affects? That affects her. And yes, I also will admit I don't know everything she's ever said and or done. Maybe she has done things that I would be against too. I'm not sure. But I just think that if, again, go to her videos, look at any comment section on any of her videos. It's all the same. And they're not even making like really profound, like, this is how you messed up and this is so messed up, Amberlynn. It's not even like that stuff. It's just thousands of people bickering over the littlest things. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I don't know what kind of reaction I'm going to get to this video. Um, I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see. Anyways, that's my video on the subject. I'm gonna try and do an update of my own tomorrow as towards where I'm at. And yeah, I will see you guys around. See ya.